Hi, and welcome to Strictly Salina. I'm your host, Carol Bell, filling in for Ann Knowles. Strictly Salina is a program that highlights nonprofit organizations in our area. If you would like to be on Strictly Salina, please give us a call at 785-823-2500. Again, that's 823-2500. So today joining us are two ladies from Heartland Education, Lesa Larson and Megan Wagoner. So welcome. Thank you for coming on the show. Yep. Lesa, tell me what you do there at Heartland.
I am the director for Heartland Early Education. I've been there starting my 6th year, and so I oversee all aspects of the program. Megan's one of our program coordinators, but we have 2 others and an HR specialist that kind of are the leadership team, and we're looking at health of children and eligibility of families to get in, but a lot of my job is writing grants and making sure that we stay funded, and that's a big piece of it.
Very good, very good. So Megan, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, as Lesa mentioned, I'm a program coordinator. I've been at Heartland for 14 years now, which has been pretty exciting. I started as a home visitor and have had the opportunity to move into some different positions at Heartland. So I work with all of our family consultants, which are home visitors, for our program 0 to 5, and I also have transportation. We have a transportation staff that serves part of our program for some of the different classrooms.
Okay, good. So how many employees do you guys have?
We have right around 140 employees.
So I would imagine you have quite a few children too.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so that's 140 employees for around 600 children. And I should mention too that we also serve Dickinson County and Ellsworth County.
Okay. Like how do you
do that?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do you operate that many kids?
So our children, infants, toddlers, and preschoolers, so in our early Head Start program, or just our early education program, we have home-based program where our home visitors, family consultants are going into the home for 90 minutes every week and working intensely with the child and the mom or dad or both who are there. And that's kind of a nice way to, if they're not ready to put them in a child care setting, then they can start there. We have center-based classrooms in our Salina building that we serve 8 children is the maximum size in that classroom, and we have 2 to 3 staff in there, so they get a lot of one-on-one attention, and and it just, when you're in early Head Start and you're an infant and toddler in a setting, a social setting, it's all about getting along with your friends and learning new friends and just those social skills, sharing and just being part of a group. Parents as Teachers serves our little ones as well, so that's a home visiting program where we go into the homes as well on a monthly basis mainly. And then our Head Start program is our preschoolers. So we have double sessions, we have school day sessions, and we have full day, full year sessions. In our full day, full year, we partner with a lot of the child care centers here in Salina, as well as one in one in Lindsborg and one in Abilene. Okay. So we have slots there, so that's for those parents who are working or going to school full-time and need longer care. Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned earlier that you're part of 305.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so USD 305, the grant money kind of flows through them, and so we're part of that. So we answer to the school board. I give a report every month to the school board to let them know, because they're fiscally responsible for that. We also have a policy council that is made up of 51% parents and then community members, and that's really kind of an exciting part of our program. The parents get elected, and then we meet on a monthly basis during the school year, and they help make decisions for the program. So when it comes time for the grant to be renewed, we're sharing information with them, and they're giving us feedback, and we have a lot of reports that we have to do, so all those reports are shared with them, and we encourage them to ask lots of questions, and it really helps with advocacy for them to learn to be an advocate, because a lot of our families, this is their first experience in a kind of a school setting, so a lot of them may go on to their elementary setting with their child and be on the PTO or PTA and serve in a leadership role there, so that's what we really hope to see with them.
That's good that you guys help prepare young parents for those kinds of things. That's neat. I wish I would have had that when I had my child. So, Megan, tell me some of the things that happen like in the classroom. What do you do? Like for 0 to 5 is a pretty broad. They learn a lot in that like the time. So, what all do you guys do in the classroom?
Each of our classrooms are really set up differently depending on the age of the child that they're serving, but also just what those individual needs are in the classroom. So for our 0 to 3 classrooms, as Lesa mentioned, a lot of social skills, a lot of opportunities to explore how to interact with their friends and you know what our friends like and what our friends don't like, but being able to explore their world. So there's art activities, there's, you know, we allow them to get messy and explore both painting and shaving cream and different things like that inside, but then also outside. One of the really fun things that they do in the summer is called Wet Wednesdays. And so the kids have their bathing suits and they're outside playing and just having a good time. And typically it's pretty hot, so that's a nice feeling for them.
How fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fun.
So for our preschool classrooms, there is a structure and a routine to every day. Each classroom has their own classroom routine that they follow. Depending upon the session, we offer breakfast, lunch, a snack as part of their day. So once again, they're learning to focus on social skills. How do we get along with our peers? How do we sit together and work on something and learn? We offer different opportunities to do that. So it's not all just we sit and we're instructed. There's, you know, we're playing side by side with our friends, hands-on activities, you know, a chance to really explore. We have center time where they can explore different centers that their teachers set up for them in the classroom. Outside time every day, that's a huge component of allowing kids to run and play and use their imagination. So lots of those things.
Yeah, and something else I wanted to add to that is this is the 4th year, I believe, that we realized that we needed to start the year off a little bit differently in a more structured way. So the first 10 weeks of our school year is all about social and emotional development. And so our early education specialists, our education team kind of pulled pieces and parts of different social and emotional curriculums that we use. And so for the first 10 weeks, we kind of strip everything back and we just teach the routine and we teach the structure, and we might only start with a couple of centers, and really the teachers are very engaged with the children and they're learning in the block center, you know, this is how high you can build a tower, and this is what we do when it's cleanup time. And so you're teaching those skills because children don't know that when they come in unless they've been in our program or another program before, and that's really paid off in the long run. We had teachers that were worried about, well, we've got to start that ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but until they're ready to learn, you know, as soon as we can get them into that structure and that routine, and even language is kind of similar. You know, the teachers, you know, use your words, use your walking feet. We try to state things in a positive way, but until they're ready to learn and they've learned kind of what their expectations are, and it's all in a fun, loving way, then once those 10 weeks are up, you know, we get right down to the cognitive things and the academic things, and we still want to make it fun and playful, but we also know that we're preparing those children for kindergarten, and that's very important that we do our job well in that area.
Yeah.
So that's been a kind of a unique aspect of what we're doing.
Good. So what's your intake process?
I'm going to let you talk about it.
So we have an intake and application process. All of the families, no matter what program they're interested in, have to fill out an application, which we have paper applications that they can call the office and we will mail them to a family to fill out. But we also have the ability to accept online applications. So if they go to the USD 305 website and go to Heartland Early Education, there's a button they can click to go right to applying for the program.
Very good.
Because we're federally, state, and locally funded, there are requirements in terms of income guidelines, and so families are asked to provide proof of income and other documentation just in terms of the eligibility process. And so after families apply, they come in and they meet with one of our intake specialists and continue that application process. Once they've completed all of that, they're placed on a wait list depending upon which programs they're interested in. And so we are enrolling throughout the year in many of our programs. And so we encourage families not to wait until summer or spring, or just that they should always call up and ask, and ongoing opportunities for enrollment.
And you provide services all year long? it's not, you don't have a break during the summer.
Well, for our infants and toddlers, early Head Start is year-round.
Okay.
But for our preschool programs, we follow the school day calendar,
Okay.
so
Kinda
not
get
there in
them
the
ready.
summer. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So do you guys have any upcoming events that you're excited to share?
One of the really neat opportunities that we have right now is what we call Big Truck Night. And we do that in the spring, typically late April, early May. The last couple years have been community-wide events. We invite everybody to come check out all the big, not just trucks, but machines, and we had a wide variety last year, from motorcycles to dirt race vehicles to big backhoes and things like that.
And our TV truck was there.
Your TV truck was there.
Yeah.
It was very cool. So, so that will be coming up in the spring, and so we'll be putting out information and flyers for families to come and join us. There's no cost for the event.
Okay.
We have a lot of items donated. The city of Salina came on as a big partner last year and helped provide some assistance there and provided some vehicles. And so it's an event we'll have coming up in the spring.
Very good.
And near and dear to my heart, in conjunction with that, is we have an annual art show. So the children, all of our children's art is displayed in the multipurpose room. So that's a good way to, get the parents to have a fun thing to do outside, but then they can also come in and find their art piece of artwork. So
So since you guys are kind of top dogs and you have your own little area that you work in, do you ever get to work with the little kids?
If we can, we do, and that's always a highlight of my day. If it's been one of those days where it's been pretty crazy in the classroom, then I can find myself in a classroom, or in the office, I should say. I can find myself in a classroom, and then that just kind of puts everything in perspective,
Sure.
and
Get
you
down on
know
the
why
floor
you're
and see
there,
things at
and
their level.
yeah, absolutely. And kids say the darndest things too, so that's always fun. And then I think Megan, same
That's
thing.
my favorite part. I mean, just having the opportunity to step away from writing and working on something or supporting our staff and go down, and I love to greet the buses when they come in, and so giving kids high fives and welcoming them to school and just having them a good start to when they come in. And we want all of our children, all of our families to feel welcome and supported in our program, and I think that's a great way to start it off, and
Very good.
it's an easy way to turn around the day if it's been a little crazy.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to make sure that the parents know that their children are safe with us. And so we, even because we're part of USD 305, we do our regular fire drills, and we do tornado drills. We even do intruder drills, which I wish we didn't have to do that, but it's just one of those things, and we really do those for the staff, so they know what to do. And so we practice those monthly, so in the event that anything like that, we would know, we would be comfortable in knowing what the process is. But it's important that children feel safe, and that the parents leaving them know that they're going to be taken care of. So.
Yeah. So since you service 0 to 5, I would imagine a lot of the families that you have, both parents are working. So if they didn't come to you guys, they would have to go to daycare. And daycare is very expensive. So it's wonderful that we have that, your organization, to send our little ones to.
Yeah, we serve a variety of, a lot of single parents, and so that's tough,
Yeah, it is tough.
to be a single parent and provide and meet all the needs of your child or multiple children. So yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you would like to add? How do people get a hold of you?
Our main number is 785-309-5000, and that'll get you to the main desk. And if you're interested in enrollment, you just let them know what you want to know, or if you're interested in volunteering for our program, and they know who to put you in touch with.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for coming today. I've learned a lot.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I've had a little one, but yeah, it was fun.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for this edition of Strictly Salina.